Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Acor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New York Giants and the Cincinnati Bengals. Welcome, it's Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson and Matt Gay going to kick things off. Going to be a wet one as we're underway in Cincinnati. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. Crowd gonna throw right away. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
That pass play good for 22. It's a Cincinnati first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
First carry out for Jaden Blue. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage as best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Throwing is Stroud. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Blue. Putting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll go play action with Stroud. Now he'll run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
They'll run the toss here with Blue. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
South. 18.
On the handoff, Blue. And He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. It is 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action. Stroud. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is 2nd TD catch of the season.
You know, it's funny, Mike. I think in conditions like this, when you play games in these elements, everyone assumes it puts a lot of pressure on the offense, and it's actually the contrary. The offense knows where they're going. They can collect their feet, they can collect their way, but it's the defense that is more of a reactive state, and those are the guys that have a hard time keeping their footing. You see them slipping and falling, so early offensive success doesn't really surprise me, and now they have the ability to play from a lead.
On the return out of the end zone, it's Gould. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. First snap, and Murray goes to the air. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Now Murray to throw on 2nd down. He's got a man downfield. That's Johnston. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 27 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
And he finds the space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 2.
Ready?
Here's a designed run. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. 1st down, Giants.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. It's the Bengals on top. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on it? It's 1st and goal. And he will do it himself. He's in. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Giants. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Giants come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And that's well done. done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
He'll start this on the ground with Blue. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
On second down, Stroud. He tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that love throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
At the Bengals' 18-yard line.
A good spot here, second and a yard. On second down, Cora. And he's in! Blake Cora. Touchdown, New York. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Now Gay for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants will move out to a 14-7 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. On the return is Rogers. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Here's Stroud. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Cora. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Once again, it's Cora. Cora, first down and more. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up. The first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is first and goal. Here's a run. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. Second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Second and goal. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. That's hauled in at the 2.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. Motion man is Johnston. This is going to be caught for a touchdown. But there is a marker down, and you can tell they know this is coming back. Line of scrimmage back at the 7 for 3rd and goal. This one caught at the 4. And now where will they mark him? It looks like he's a little bit short, just by about the length of the football. So decision time coming up. It's 4th down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And he'll take it on in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown, New York.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And he gets this up close to the 40. That's the former #1 overall pick, Trayvon Walker, there to make the stop. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
Here we go.
A run with Blue. And he's got it. We'll move the chains. 1st down at the 47.
Great time to call up the draw. I mean, think about it, Mike. It's 3rd down, medium. Everyone's thinking this is 3rd and pass. What are those defensive linemen doing? They are rushing the passer. Really nice change of pace here by the offensive play caller, and picks up a nice 1st down.
And a strong 1st down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up 2nd and short.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
19 Texans. 18.
To throw, it's Stroud. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud going to set up to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
The second down throw is incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Third and a long way to go.
All right.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now, Stroud. That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph. And the Giants are going to have it just past their 25.
Intercepted by the Giants. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll get about 2. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Quickly into the hands of Chase. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Giants first down. A gain of 14. First down, Giants.
They'll throw on first down with Murray. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Quick throw, caught by Johnston on the RPO. And he's out of bounds. Still short of the first down, but he got a good chunk of yardage back with that one.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Murray on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
All right, Mike, so in a situation like this, I would love to see the quarterback think first down. I don't need a touchdown. I need a fresh set of downs. I need to keep the chains moving and give me more opportunities to hopefully end this drive with a touchdown.
He's got it! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 50 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. This is Blue. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
A little closer. Here's second and goal. Now Stroud. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Brings up third and goal.
Stroud to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Bengals. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Santos for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals draw closer here. It's 21-14. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. And no return here. This is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Corum to start the drive. Room to run past midfield. Down the sideline to the 20. And he will score. Blake Corum. Touchdown, Giants. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. The extra point by Gay is good. The Giants have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. On the return is Rogers. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
First and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Hey, south. 118. Under.
Stroud to throw here on first and 10. And the throw left sideline caught. They rule incomplete. Couldn't keep the feet in. And it's second down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He gets that complete as he hits Reed. 15 yards through the air. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's second down and 9.
At 18.
They'll run with Blue. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get...
And that time, the pressure's too much. He'll go down. The former first overall pick in 2022, Trayvon Walker, in there to drop him as he registers sack number 4 on the season.
Look, 19 Texas.
A second down throw for Stroud. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Now he'll work his way out right. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he's going to have a Bengals first down on what will be a big play there for 4th and long.
Simply put, you just have to be more disciplined along the back end, Mike, especially when you're playing against a quarterback like this. I mean, his ability to identify mismatches so quickly and then target them with the ball, you've got to take away that space, change up your looks, and as a result now, they're going to test your red zone defense.
Blue. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the full.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now back at the 4 for second and goal. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And he will score. Game on. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bengals are back to within 7. It's 28-21. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Cora. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. They bring Chase in motion. Second down, Murray. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. From the gun, it's Murray. Throwing right, that's Johnston. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 33 yards. Set to go now on first and 10. On first and 10, it's Quora. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Quora. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Here's a handoff to Cora. And he's got another one. Blake Cora. Touchdown, Giants. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year.
His kick is good.
Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
They run straight ahead with Blue. And he'll get this past the 25, out to the 27. A pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 20.
Here's second and 2.
Hey, South. Here we go. Oh, boy. Hey.
Shotgun snap, and they give it to Harris. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Third down, 3 to go.
Look the hot. 18. What's that?
Throwing is Stroud. And this ball incomplete on third down.
intended for
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Swap. Another swap.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And he is going to score a pick six for the touchdown. So they make the decision on fourth down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick six.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on fourth down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Bengals 21. Matt Gay set to kick off.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. From his end zone, here's Isaiah Rodgers. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
On first down, here's Blue. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Back at the 15.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Oh, hey.
Now it's Nakua getting the jet sweep. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
It is third and long.
Hey! 118. What's up? Hey!
Here's Stroud. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker, but it sets up fourth down.
So we see this more and more often in today's NFL, Mike, where on third down, the ball is actually thrown short of the chains, and there's really two reasons. One, teams are a lot more willing to use fourth down, and two, they have a lot of confidence in these receivers and tight ends and backs to run after the catch.
118. What's up?
On fourth down, Stroud. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the tweak, right? 118. What's up?
On the handoff, Blue. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. Here comes second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
A run once more with Blue. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So a road win here for the Giants. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.